Namaste, everybody. So, just bringing the energy update for July, and this is just a snippet I've recorded, of course, the Awakened Inner Circle session, and that's available for everybody in my portal. And that brings the expansive energy of the shifts and everything we're going through now and throughout July, and the eclipse and everything. But happy eclipse, a lunar eclipse today, tonight, into tomorrow. Everybody will have been feeling this for some time, so just make sure you're kind of looking out for you. This energy right now can be feeling a little bit of any injustice, anything that you feel hasn't been the right consideration for you, anything that's come up in your personal life that didn't go the way you think it should have, anything that was, the injustice that has been done to you at some point in your life. And remember, that can be our illusion of how we feel that, but something that has happened within your life that has now created some fear, or you don't know how to come back from that, or you think something is lost or something has disappeared. And we're in the energy of miracles as well. So if you just open up and speak your truth, communicate with love, compassion, and find a way to look at anything that's coming up for you right now. Don't leave it, act on it right now and feel into that yourself. And this is the energy at this moment, particularly this weekend, that you can be feeling and aware of it, to do a little bit more inner work. Anything that's very traditional that's been around us, that's still not breaking up. So we know all of the systems are coming down. We know that the collective energy, since we entered January, and there's all these shifts of everything that's happening, is unraveling and playing out, and it's hugely positive. There's lots of amazing things that are happening. It just appears at the moment of how do we find our way, what is going on in the world, and what's the shifting. We're just working through everything coming down, all that old sludge that we don't want anyway. But the feeling of the old traditions, the stuff that's really, really so old that doesn't work anymore. It's not best for you. It's not best for those around you. It's not best for the community, the society, whether it's culture, whether it's some kind of structure, whether it's a family unit, maybe it's a work ethic, whatever the tradition is that is not opening up to move forward, is suffocating now, and it has to shift, it has to change. So remember, you are part of that change. So whether that's in a position that you're in, again, within any of those circles, any of those environments, you are part of the change. So you have to speak your truth, you have to do what you know is right for you, and not allow energies to overwhelm this. Because this whole energy going into July is of voice, of bringing up what's right for you. So there's much that's rising at the moment. Honor yourself, honor the freedom, honor the awareness. And right now, when you look in the thick of what's going on in the world, you're not going to feel like there is freedom. You're going to feel like everything is closing in, and actually it's not. It's opening up. Everything we didn't even like before and didn't support is coming down. So it's up to you to look at any injustice that's gone on in your life, or maybe you didn't make the right choices that you should have made. Maybe there's something you feel you need to do and you know you've got to do it. This is the time now to shift that energy, to be part of the change, because everything is changing very quickly. And if you don't open up to yourself, your truth, who you are, what you're meant to do, then it's not conducive to what your soul's come here to do, how you're meant to be living this life, how you're part of the collective energy, how you're meant to raise your own vibration and get out there and help lots of other people, and do the important things in life instead of just the struggling, the strife, the survival, the physical things of money and things like that, which are an issue for everybody. But you need to move beyond that to help create this world where that isn't how we're just surviving and living. So we are part of that change. That's why we're here. But this weekend's energy brings in so much of that. So there's so much out there now for us to consider. We're aware of the shadow. Again, a small snippet of the full kind of energy update of the light. We are all shining bright. It's the snippets of the shadow trying to hang on. And everything is coming down. There's going to be massive shocks still wherever Uranus will pop in throughout the energy. But right now we're looking at Capricorn Saturn, so it's quite organized, it's quite structural, it's quite practical. But the whole Aquarian energy as well, everything's outside of the box. Everything's shocking because of what we've known forever. So when you are consciously aware, that means you've awakened to other ways of thinking than what we're told or what society brings. That's what it is being conscious. We then realize there's a whole new way to be and live, and it's not airy fairy, it's not conspiracy, it's nothing other than inner truth. And really, if you strip every single person back to the core, we all actually want the same thing deep within our souls. We all want this kind of inner peace, and we all want a different way to live in more harmony. But it depends how we are reflecting that out to the world, and how, whether we're lashing out, being external, judging, and looking hard done by and poor me and this is happening and that's happening, or are we doing the inner work? Are we sitting with ourselves? Are we doing meditation? Are we working out how we can be a better person? Are we shifting our energy? Are we making a difference? And are we making the right choices and not thinking we're doing the right thing, doing something that somebody else wants us to? Because that's not right either, for them or us. It never will be okay, because life just is shifting so quickly. We feel it, we know it, how we're communicating with each other. Those that are close to you, we can feel each other to speak, to communicate without words. We can feel each other to understand what's going on, and that's going to heighten for a lot more psychically aware people. Right now, the physical thing has to be done. The living, sorting everything out that needs to be sorted out for you, communicating in the right way, and speaking your truth and being there. So we've come from June of a shift of our relationships and what's going on, and looking around at how we're all interacting, if you've been distanced or not distanced, how that's panning out. We're aware now of everybody going out there, the surge of people just through survival, even holistic, spiritually aware, of trying to create a different kind of that dreaded word of new normal, which we aren't conforming to, and you're part of choosing that. So the survival thing of how do I get out there, how do I run a business, how do I help other people, how do I do good in the world, those things are being compromised now in how do we conform into a system we don't agree with. Whilst this isn't just about the virus, not virus, this is all about voice. It's surging again. So as we step into July, this voice is surging like you haven't seen yet. So that's the truth, the words. Remember, everybody's truth is different. Beliefs, what they feel, and how they're moving forward. So shine in this bright light and really focus on your immunity, what you put into you for goodness. I have vitamin D, cacao, I was saying to the group, and things like that, loving that energy of getting rid of this sugar and processed stuff that is coming at us from all kind of sources at the moment. What makes your immunity healthy? What keeps you strong? What allows you to keep the stress levels sorted and to bring the calm and the inner peace? So as well as teaching lots of meditation, I take the time to make sure I'm nurtured. This rest of this weekend will be very much me time, riding these energies. I hope you do the same. And if you want to work more deeply with me, go into the energy a lot more and what's going on and why we are navigating everything the way we are, and the positivity of how this light is shining brighter than the shadow. Come and join me in the Awakened Inner Circle, full of conscious souls all doing this journey, this work together in a really positive way, but sharing lots of love, light, healing to you in the meantime. Namaste, everybody.